you can hear me okay. Please press 1 if you can hear me okay. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to get into a few things that happened last night. What's being talked about? 50 Cent has said he's been speaking out for the last several years. I'm surprised he's the only one, but you got to remember some of Diddy's bodyguards has spoke out. I think if some of his bodyguards hadn't spoken out, then we might be able to say, But we have the Cassie lawsuit and the allegations. We got the Little Rod and we have the Little Rod lawsuit in the allegations. So there's a bunch of allegations that's out there. So let's go ahead and get into the disclaimer, and then that way we can get into the show. But definitely like the video as you guys come in. Support the channel by hitting the like button. And don't forget to subscribe, so just in case you won't miss anything. So copyright disclaimer, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Fair use, fair use, fair use. So, everyone's just now coming in. Good morning, good morning. I pulled a few things. We're going to get into some hot topics as well. We might get into a few hot topics before everyone comes in, and then that way we can get to the Diddy stuff. If you did not know, Tory Lanez is actually filing another appeal in regards to the Megan Thee Stallion case. I'm not surprised. I think Tory Lanez and his team needs to go look at the police reports. And the transcripts. Yeah. Yep. And if he hasn't gotten them, that'll be a good read in jail. Yep. I'm not saying that he didn't do it, but he definitely needs to go look at the police reports and transcripts for sure. But there's a lot that happened. He should have gotten a ride by himself to his home. His driver should have never let them in the car, knowing they were intoxicated. But the driver was trying to be a good person, dropping everyone off. But there's the Tory Lane thing. We'll get to that in a minute. I did do a lot of shorts. We are going to get into the Combs family made a statement. Quincy, being Quincy, the oldest, made a statement. We're going to get into that. Let's see. Harvey Weinstein is diagnosed with bone marrow cancer and receiving treatment behind bars. That's being reported. So we're going to get straight into it. Not going to say anything about that. That's too early for that. But yeah, the children have made a statement in regards to the family. Kristen Cavallari is speaking out for the first time after Jake was arrested with the DUI. I guess he has to blow into a machine to get rides out. But Lamar Odom is also talking about Liam in regards to what he was taking. And Lamar Odom is saying that what he was on possibly could have caused hallucinations. We don't know. The family has to deal with the whole Liam thing. There's going to be a bunch of conspiracy theories that's going to be talked about in regards to Liam. So prayers go out to Liam. We do understand that Lamar Odom does have a rehab center and he has been trying to help people that's dealing with substances. So applaud Lamar for that. But prayers go out to Liam and his friends and family. No one wants to see anybody like that. But we also understand that there might have been some delays in regards to him coming back home. And that's kind of concerning. So, like they had said, he was only supposed to stay where he was at for a little while, but they end up staying for several weeks. So prayers go out to Liam and his family in regards to whatever transpired. We're getting into hot topics, you guys. Then we're gonna get into the Diddy stuff. It looks like Eminem introduced Barack Obama at the Kamala Harris rally, so it seems as if Eminem is endorsing Kamala Harris. If you did not know, just recently his daughter announced that she's having a baby, so Eminem's going to be a granddad. If you missed my story time about that, that was a good one. Pizza Hut is opening a restaurant for one in New York. So we're just getting into some hot topics, trending topics, and then we're going to get into some of the Diddy stuff. I always like to do hot topics, trending topics in the beginning or at the end. So let's see. If you did not know, Rosie O'Donnell's daughter was arrested due to she had some items at her home in front of her children, which got her arrested. I have to be very general on my channel. Some people don't, but yeah, there was a pipe out in front of the children. So she was arrested. So you guys can kind of put the pieces together. Yes. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Claudia Jordan is showing a more natural face. Claudia Jordan did speak out in regards to her friend that passed away. I briefly listened to Jason Lee speak about it and saying he's glad that Claudia Jordan cleared up allegedly what happened in regards to her friend. And Claudia Jordan also cleared up in regards to her taking a picture with Diddy. She said she had really never met him other than that time. And Diddy was really upset when the picture went viral and he was like, take that down, get that picture down, I'm in a relationship, I can't seem like I'm cheating. And Claudia was like, I didn't post that, I don't know how it went out, but I guess Claudia was the one that said she had the pictures. So Diddy called her and he was upset. At first she said Diddy started off really nice, and then she had said Diddy kind of got a little angry. And then she said she kind of stood up for herself, like, I'm not scared of you. What are you going to do? And allege. Diddy had said, you don't want to end up missing. Allege. Go back and check out Claudia Jordan's recent posting from like the last 2 weeks or a month ago. Yeah. But then she had said he had calmed down and asked what she was wearing. Went from one reaction to another. Like the video, like the video. Can you guys hear me okay? Press 1. Can you guys hear me okay? Press 1. Press 3. Let me know where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before. Press 3 if you're new and where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, everyone. We're right now doing hot topics, trending topics, and then we're going to get into the Diddy family statement. So if anybody can press 1 if you guys can hear me okay. Press 1 if you guys can hear me okay. And then press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. And press 5 if you've been here before. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I like my people to talk to me. I do, I do, I do. If you're just now coming in, we also understand and know that there's been several new lawsuits. Greetings, everyone. I appreciate that. Yes, you can hear me. Thank you. Greetings, everyone. If you're just now coming in, yesterday, everyone was reporting on the new lawsuits that's out there. Good morning, Illinois. Good morning. Thanks for being here. If you did not know, everyone was reporting on the 7 new lawsuits. Some people were saying 5, some people were saying 7. It might have been that there was 5 and then maybe 2 was added, but there's a lawsuit 5 in certain city or state, and then there's another 2 that's in another city or state. So that might be the confusion in regards to some of the pages saying 5 and some saying 7, but even TMZ is saying 7. And when the post came out Sunday night, it said 7. So a lot of people are focusing on the 13-year-old, allege, and people are focusing on the 17-year-old. So concerning. She was trying to go to a award show, didn't have a ticket, was asking people if they had an extra ticket. She came upon alleged Diddy's driver, and they had invited her to an alleged after party. Some of these celebrities are paying these lawyers to keep quiet and keep their name out of the media because, of course, a lot of these celebrities don't want to mess up their brands, their families. Some of these celebrities have worked really hard to try and, focus on their brands. But a lot of people are wondering if at some point their names are going to be mentioned anyways, if the feds are seeking the names, or if those names are going to be mentioned in the trial. Some of these famous people may not be able to get away with. I can't confirm or deny, no, because I'm not a lawyer. But many people are upset and angry because they want these famous people's names mentioned, and they want their names added because it's being reported that some of the famous people may have watched and did not protect, or may have watched and did not remove alleged some alleged victims. I'll say it that way. I have to be careful what I say. So many people are wondering who these celebrities are. I'm not going to confirm or deny anyone that's on tapes. I'm going to be very cautious over here because legally we don't know if that's the case. That's up to the feds or the judge or jury if they want to mention who was a part of some of these tapes. I advise people not to get the tapes, not to purchase the tapes, not to share the tapes, not to open the link in regards to the tapes. You could really get in trouble. So I'm very surprised when some of these lawyers are saying uh, they received information about a tape, they reached out to the celebrity about a tape, and they're trying to have the celebrity, buy the tape. You would imagine that that should definitely be going through the feds and the police. But if some of these people want to get in trouble trying to say they got a tape, be very careful, be very cautious. Over here, we will not be mentioning who we think is on the tape. No, thank you. I'll let other pages do that. Yep, yep, yep. Like the video, like the video. Welcome, welcome. Press 3 if you're new and where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new and where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before. And welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We're going to get into some hot topics, trending topics. We just did a few. Everybody's definitely talking about these new lawsuits. So you figure that there's alleged 120 victims that are at the Busby law firm. And these 120 victims have allegations, and they have alleged presented things to the law office to get assistance in regards to these cases against these celebrities and Diddy. Many people want to know who these celebrities are, who watched, who got involved, who was a part of setting up. Many people want to know who these people are. So once again, welcome Illinois, welcome Rochester, New York. Good morning, good morning. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here and where you're watching from. So we're going to definitely get into some clips, but I think I want to get into the statement that Quincy made, and then we can get into more. So let me get into that. Let's see. I actually did post it on one of my shorts as well. So we're going to get into this. I don't have my glasses, but okay. The past months have been devastating for our family. Many have judged both him and us based on the accusation and the conspiracy theories, the false narratives that have been spiraling into abruptly on social media. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold, let's see, we hold on to the truth, knowing we will prevail and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and love you, Dad. So that's the statement from Quincy. We understand that Diddy is definitely going to keep his lawyers busy, and Quincy. Yeah. Quincy's the oldest, and right now it's being reported that the jail he's in doesn't have access like other jails. He's trying to get transferred. They haven't done a transfer yet. He's still in that jail where he was sent, and he's definitely going to keep Quincy and his attorneys busy. And his lawyers have said that he continues to say he's innocent. And like I said, a judge, jury's going to have to decide if there's any wrongdoing. Quincy's going to be a great big brother. And I'm hoping in regards to these allegations, people don't continue to bring the children in it. And I'm hoping the children have been out of it and will not be a part of the trial and the transcripts and the legal part of it. That's. But who knows? It sounds as if Diddy had some issues in regards to taking things. So sometimes his understanding of stuff or wanting stuff or doing stuff might have been, wavered. Maybe sometimes he didn't make the best decisions if he was on something. Some of these cases we're hearing, they're outside of the home. Last week there was an issue that was at Macy's. Alleged the victim could not get a hold of that tape from Macy's. This situation, we're hearing that the young lady was invited to an after party. We're hearing the gentleman situation. He was invited somewhere. So we never know if a lot of these things are outside of the home, in the home. And if they find out that it happened around the twins, that's going to be concerning. It's going to be concerning. Welcome, welcome. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here and where you're watching from. Good morning, everyone. We're talking trending topics, hot topics. We're about to get into some clips of what the media is talking about. So welcome, welcome. Now there's like 142. Welcome, welcome. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here and where you're watching from. Good morning, everyone. We've got into some trending topics, hot topics, and now we're about to get into the news. The biggest concern that people are talking about is the 13-year-old. That is concerning. That is concerning. Truly. Truly, truly, truly. Later on, we are going to talk about 50 Cent is getting into a documentary. And we're going to talk about that. 50 Cent said, I've been telling y'all this for 10 years plus, almost a decade. And there's other celebrities that are allegedly have documentaries coming out. No, I don't, and I never have. Don't be rude in the comments. I will time you out. This is my voice, and I think I sound fabulous. Thank you very much. People love my voice. Sometimes people call me just to talk to me. Might sound a little stuffy because it is in the morning, but I have a beautiful voice. But thank you. Maybe that's your girlfriend. Maybe, who knows? I don't know. But let's get into the clips. Let's see. And who says the rudest stuff? People are so interesting. Have a good morning. Be kind to people. Don't be rude. And I timed you out. I don't block, but I will time you out. Okay, so let's get into some clips. Let's get into some clips. Thanks for being here, everyone. Fair use, fair use. The clip is going to play fast, so you have to just be prepared that the clip has to play fast, and I have to stop it, play it. Oh, a commercial. Hold on. Well, they have Tariq Hill, and my sources say yes, and my sources are wrong. Hold on one second. Like I said, press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. We're about to play a few clips. It's going to play a little fast. I have to play it fast, but thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you all. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I can change. Let's see. Oh, there's a way. There's a way. There's a way. There's a way right there. Okay.
On October 20th, a new series of 5 civil lawsuits were filed against Combs on behalf of 2 men and 3 women. Among the allegations detailed, which include claims that Combs...
Fair use, fair use. Like the video. I just changed the speed. It won't play it at 2 point whatever percent. It's going to play at a little slower of speed so you guys can understand it. But fair use. Like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Good morning.
Sexually assaulted or raped the plaintiffs in individual incidents between 2000 and 2022 is one claim from an anonymous female plaintiff that she was raped at the age of 13 by Combs and an unnamed male celebrity. According to the filing obtained by E! News, in September 2000, when the plaintiff was 13 years old, she had a friend drop her off at New York's Radio City Music Hall so she could try and sneak into the MTV Video Music Awards. While unable to enter the venue without a ticket, the plaintiff approached several limousine drivers outside the venue, one of whom claimed to work for Combs. According to the suit, the driver, quote, told her that Combs liked younger girls and said she is what Diddy was looking for, and to come back later that evening for an after party. When she returned...
So concerning. The driver was the one. So is it being alleged that some of his friends are helping him in regards to some of these situations? Mr. Busby did say that some of these people, he said it about a month ago. He had said that some of these people were involved in, and now we get why.
Later, she claims the driver drove her alone to a house where she was asked to sign a non-disclosure agreement, which she never received a copy. The plaintiff claims she was given a beverage which made her, quote, feel woozy and lightheaded, and that she went into an empty bedroom to lie down. It was there, she claims, that Combs entered with 2 celebrities, one male and one female.
Be kind in the comments. My life is actually amazing. And I have amazing people around me. Be kind in the comments. You don't want to be here? Go to another page. Go listen to the news. Go watch game shows. Be kind in the comments. Actually, my life is pretty amazing. But thanks anyway. See, some people want to get on your nerves first thing in the morning, but I'm such a positive person pretty much throughout the day, and I'll check you, and I'll send you off, and I'll time you out. So go over there, be unkind to whoever you're living with or whatever. Be unkind to those people, but not here. I'm a respectful person, and I request and seek respect for people in my chat. But anyway, press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before, where you're watching from. Let's continue with the clip. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys, so that way you don't miss out on anything.
According to the plaintiff, Combs and the male celebrity stripped her of her clothes, and then the male celebrity held her down as he raped her, while Combs and the female celebrity watched. The male celebrity and Combs then allegedly switched, with Combs raping her as the two celebrities watched. The plaintiff claims Combs then attempted to force her to give him oral sex, but that she hit him in the neck and fled the room. After fleeing the party, the plaintiff allegedly reached a gas station where she was able to call her father for help. In response to the new filings, Combs...
So in regards to the 13-year-old, she was able to get away. She ran out of there, and she called her father at the gas station. So that has to be very scary, getting a call from your daughter. She's not her normal self. She's upset. That has to be very, very scary in regards to that situation and allegations.
Lawyers referred E! News to a previous statement, claiming the barrage of filings were attempts to garner publicity. His lawyers told E! News, Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts, their legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone, adult or minor, man or woman. Combs' legal team also filed a motion on October 20th, shared with E! News, to request an order prohibiting further extrajudicial statements from prospective witnesses and their lawyers that substantially interfere with Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial.
So if you're just now coming in, do you realize Diddy's team is requesting to basically muzzle the witnesses and muzzle these cases that's allegedly coming out? Did you guys catch that? I covered that yesterday. Yeah, yesterday TMZ put out a statement that he wants to muzzle these alleged civil lawsuits, and he's not happy that these announcements are being made weekly. Now, can they do that? I don't know. He's concerned about his reputation, is what's being reported. Thanks for being here, everyone. Like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here and where you're watching from. And good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's continue with the clip.
Fled the room. After fleeing the party, the plaintiff allegedly reached a gas station where she was able to call her father for help. In response to the new filings, Combs' lawyers referred E! News to a previous statement, claiming the barrage of filings were attempts to garner publicity. His lawyers told E! News, Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts, their legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone, adult or minor, man or woman. Combs' legal team also filed a motion on October 20th, shared with E! News, to request an order prohibiting further extrajudicial statements from prospective witnesses and their lawyers. lawyers, that substantially interfere with Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial. Attorney Tony Busby, who has already filed a number of civil suits against Combs on behalf of alleged victims, shared a statement with NBC News in regards to the new filings, saying per the outlet, "We will let the allegations in the filed complaint speak for themselves and will work to see that justice is done. We expect to be filing cases weekly naming Mr. Combs and others as defendants as we continue the party the plaintiff allegedly..."
And his lawyers are doing what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to keep saying he's innocent, and he's going to continue to speak on his innocence, and they're going to be continuously trying to help him, in regards to his legal battles. So I'm not surprised. So I'm going to play some of that more again. Good morning, everyone. There's about 200 and some in here. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before and where you're watching from. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. We're talking hot topics and trending topics.
Reached a gas station where she was able to call her father for help. In response to the new filings, Combs' lawyers referred E! News to a previous statement, claiming the barrage of filings were attempts to garner publicity. His lawyers told E! News, Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts, their legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone, adult or minor, man or woman. Combs' legal team also filed a motion on October 20th, shared with E! News, to request an order prohibiting further extrajudicial statements from prospective witnesses and their lawyers that substantially interfere with Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial. Attorney Tony Busby, who has already filed a number of civil civil suits against Combs on behalf of alleged victims, shared a statement with NBC News in regards to the new filings, saying per the outlet, "We will let the allegations in the filed complaints speak for themselves and will work to see that justice is done. We expect to be filing cases weekly naming Mr. Combs and others as defendants as we continue to gather evidence and prepare the filings. In court, the truth will prevail."
So many people are wondering who these famous celebrities are. Many people want to know who are these celebrities that hung out with him, who spent time with him. Many people want to know, what do some of these famous people know? And I've said it before, some of these famous people probably are not speaking out because they might have signed an NDA and they probably don't want to get sued by Diddy and then have to be, paying some of his court fees or whatever. You never know what that NDA alleged that some of those people signed. And then this is the biggest thing too. When they raided his house, did they have a lot of those NDA copies? When his house got raided, did he still have a lot of those NDAs, or were a lot of those NDAs gone? Make you think. It makes you wonder. Let's continue with the clip. Let's see. Welcome. Press 3 if you're new. Where you're watching from. Good morning, everyone. Press 3 if you're new. Where you're watching from. Good morning, everyone. Oh, I see it now. I couldn't see it a minute ago. Let's see. Good morning, Milwaukee. Good morning, PA. Good morning, New York. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And like I said before, vote for whoever you want to vote for. Some people have one thought, and then some people have changed their minds. Vote for whoever you want to vote for. This channel does not shade you for whoever you're supporting. We talk general topics, hot topics in regards to what's going on. Do what's best for you and your family. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. But good morning. Let's continue. So let me get back to my thought. Many people are upset that some of these celebrities may not be mentioned now, but we don't know if some of these celebrities are going to be mentioned in the trial and if they're going to be a part of the transcripts. Good morning, Canada. Good morning, GA. Good morning, OK. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Let's continue with the video. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. And don't forget to subscribe so that way you don't miss out on anything, and turn on your notification. Hello, CP. Good morning.
That Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone, adult or minor, man or woman. Combs' legal team also filed a motion on October 20th, shared with E! News, to request an order prohibiting further extrajudicial statements from prospective witnesses and their lawyers that substantially interfere with Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial. Attorney Tony Busby, who has already filed a number of civil suits against Combs on behalf of alleged victims, shared a statement with NBC News in regards to the new filings, saying per the outlet, "We will let the allegations in the filed complaints speak for themselves and will work to see that justice is done. We expect to be filing cases weekly naming Mr. Combs and others as defendants as we continue to gather evidence."
See, we said that. He's going to be filing cases weekly. He allegedly, Tony Busby has 90 alleged attorneys working for him. So it was 6 cases last week. It was 6 to 7 cases this week. And my goodness, it's going to continue. Many people felt that for decades alleged this was going on. But like I said, a judge jury will have to decide if there's any wrongdoing. But many people say people in the industry, Hollywood knew what was going on, alleged. And allegedly there were several different types of parties. That's what some are saying. A lot of celebrities said, "I saw nothing." That's what a lot of celebrities are saying. But did his close inner circle know a lot of stuff? Like the video. Press 3 if you're new and where you're watching from. Good morning. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from, and good morning. Press 5 if you've been here, and good morning. And if I could please get 200 people to please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you'll never miss out on anything.
And prepare the filings. John Diddy Combs remains behind bars on charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and prostitution, to which he's pleaded not guilty. His trial is scheduled to begin in May 2025.
So the trial will start in May of 2025. Now, will that get pushed back? They had tried to give him April, but then they said, no, let's give everybody time. So then they selected May. I think he's trying to, how do I say that? He's still trying to do an appeal in regards to getting bail. If you don't recall, he was denied twice. He put in 2 appeals, but there's something that they're trying to do in regards to the appeal. I think they're trying to allegedly put another package together to present to the judge. Some people are saying other people got bail. Why isn't that he's not getting bail? But many people are saying that there's concerns in regards to if 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 there was any tampering or contacting alleged witnesses. That's what's being alleged. Like the video, like the video. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. Like I said, a judge jury is going to have to figure out if there's any wrongdoing on his side. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before, where you're watching from. If I could please get 200 people to please subscribe and turn on your notification bells. That's the one we just watched. Okay. Like the video, like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone.
It sure shouldn't be this hard. Hello?
Like the video. Hold on, I gotta get rid of the commercial. Good morning, Utah. Good morning, Brooklyn. Good morning, Chicago. I had an uncle that lived in Chicago. I loved Chi-Town from back in the day. I don't know what it is now, but yeah, I had a great uncle that lived in Chicago. I think he had owned something too. You know, I'm general about stuff, but yeah, I had a great uncle that lived out in Chicago. Good morning, Arizona. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Good morning, Philippines. Good morning, everyone. We're going to get to the next clip.
Has the details. Aaron, good morning. Good morning. With this new batch of civil lawsuits accuses Sean Combs of drugging and sexually assaulting 7 more alleged victims. One of them says she was 13 at the time, and certain celebrities were there watching. This morning, a new civil lawsuit alleges Sean Diddy Combs sexually assaulted a then 13-year-old girl after the VMAs in the year 2000. Combs attended the award show with his then girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez. The lawsuits.
So now they're saying he attended this award show with Jen Lopez. So that night, did she leave his side? Did she stay by his side? Or did she go somewhere while he allegedly did allege? Because you got to remember, in the current lawsuit that we read yesterday, it's talking that Diddy and other celebrities were there when some concerns was happening. I'm general on this page. Other people say whatever they want. I can't. But many people are saying, what does J-Lo know? What does his friends know? What does his mothers know? What does any of his friends know in regards to these allegations? Within the last 10 years, what did his friends, drivers, chefs, people around him know?
As Diddy's driver invited the alleged victim to an after-party, telling her Combs liked younger girls and saying she fit what Diddy was looking for. At the party, the lawsuit says the teen accepted a drink and went to lie down, feeling woozy and lightheaded. Combs allegedly grabbed the teen, saying, "You are ready to party." The lawsuit says the teen was sexually assaulted by a male identified as Celebrity A, while Combs and a female identified as Celebrity B watched. Combs then allegedly assaulted her, while Celebrities A and B watched. The new civil lawsuits accuse Combs of sexual assaults over more than 2 decades, from 2000 to 2022. Alleged victims include a then 17-year-old male who says Combs molested him at a party in New York, and a man who says Combs assaulted him at a party in Los Angeles. The man says he took this photo of the vodka Combs served him to document the alleged encounter.
So the male took a picture of the bottle of what he was served just to prove that he was there. It's sad that this is happening. It's sad that these people are signing NDAs and they're not given the NDAs. But that's what I'm wondering, if Diddy still has a lot of these copies of the NDAs. And if there's NDAs that sign on these famous people, the famous people can speak. You can't not speak on if there's alleged crimes.
This legal team did not directly respond to the new allegations, but pointed ABC News to a prior statement that says the truth will prevail, that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone, man or woman. And overnight attorneys for Combs also asked the judge overseeing his criminal prosecution to silence the plaintiffs in these civil lawsuits, who they said have made shockingly prejudicial and...
Yeah, Diddy wants these lawsuits silenced. He don't want people speaking up. Are you guys surprised? Are you guys surprised? Are you surprised? We're going to get into another clip. Let's see. Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. I appreciate you all for being here. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that way you don't miss anything. We talk hot topics, trending topics. We bring the tea. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for giving a thumbs up, and thank you for subscribing, people, everyone. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let me turn this on. Nope, there's that. Hold on. Welcome, welcome. Like the video, like the video. Like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone.
And the media and the public at large is shocked by what's happening, but we really are just getting to the beginning of everything. There are a lot of people who have been named that have not been brought to heel, people that were above him, music executives, and none of this is shocking, really. I think, yesterday a report came out that showed that faith in the mainstream media is at the all-time low, right? I think something like 65% of Americans no longer trust the mainstream media. The Diddy case is a perfect example as to why that is. You have people that spend so much time defending this man. This man was allowed to be with every presidential candidate. He was allowed to throw parties. He was hailed as a hero. And yet behind the scenes, everyone knew that this is what he was engaged in. This was an open secret in Hollywood. In fact, when Kanye last year said that he was a Fed and started speaking about some of these allegations, he was simply dismissed as crazy. People at the upper echelons of society and politics knew about this and they were okay with it, fundamentally because he was acting a part. I very much believe what Kanye alleged, that he was acting a part like Jeffrey Epstein, in which he was collecting blackmail over various people that were in Hollywood. And so, like I said, we're at the beginning. We're scratching the surface of this scandal. There are some more big names that are going to have to answer for it. And I think also the silence of certain individuals like LeBron James is quite deafening. A person who claims to care so much about black life, Black Lives Matter, on the ground, taking a kneel. Okay, that's fine. But now you have a friend of yours who has been on camera beating a black woman. Okay, you said nothing when that happened. You also know that you have various black people speaking out about how they were abused by him, and you have said nothing. So I don't like the hypocrisy behind that.
Yeah, I think it's a good point. I mean, Mark, there are lots of big names being dragged into this. We don't know where the truth lies with that yet. But certainly people like LeBron have been deafening with their silence for the reasons that Candice just articulated. It reminds me a little bit of Epstein in relation to all the apparent taping of videos and pictures and stuff that was allegedly going on. And we'll see what that plays out like in a courtroom. But it also reminds me of Harvey Weinstein in the sense that there you had somebody in the movie industry as big as P. Diddy, well, I think the most Oscar-nominated person in the history as a producer in Hollywood, where everyone must have known something about it, right? I mean, I knew that Harvey was a pretty bad bully and all the rest of it. And it must have been more than an open secret amongst a lot of those celebrities and Hollywood crowd. Did you know about Diddy?
If you like the video, press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Good morning, Texas. Good morning. Yeah, it doesn't cover crimes at all. Yeah, it doesn't cover crimes and if you're on the stand. I just think a lot of celebrities don't want to speak now. Some of these celebrities might have been subpoenaed or they might have been a part of the grand jury. Yep. Like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you've been here before, where you're watching from.
Wait a minute. I met Diddy a couple of times. I mean, here's what I said. The analogy I'm going to make is, I met Diddy twice for about 10 minutes. Harvey I knew a lot better, and there was unsavory sides to him. I didn't know about all the rape stuff that then emerged, but I do believe there must have been a lot of people who did know that stuff, who were around Harvey Weinstein at a close enough level to know that. And I certainly believe with P. Diddy that there were a lot of people who were going to these freak-off parties and so on, who must have known for many, many years that all this stuff was going on. That's the parallel I'm drawing.
No, I just said the parallel you're drawing. The idea that I'm disputing is just the idea that everyone knew.
I don't think everyone. I mean, look, I just think a lot of people must have known.
Of course. We're not in disagreement about a few things. First, everything that Diddy has been accused of is despicable and indefensible, and I hope that he is held accountable in all the ways that are fair and just and reasonable. There are, who knows how many victims? There are lots of allegations. I have no doubt that lots of the allegations are true, and as Candace said, I have no doubt that lots of people have known for a long time, and there are lots of reasons why people didn't come forward. Some of it is good old-fashioned, Hollywood culture, which is people are getting exploited, people are getting hurt, people are getting harmed. But as long as it's the old boys network, we don't care. And Diddy became one of the old boys network. The old boys network isn't just old white men; it also includes powerful rich black men. Not in the same way, but certainly people like Diddy are in that mix. I don't disagree with that. I'm very uncomfortable throwing LeBron James's name out there as someone who knew something or has some.
Well, no, I think on that. I think Candice was quite careful how she worded that. She didn't say that he knew. She just said he's been deafening by silence, which he has. He's been very vocal about a lot of other issues involving the black community in America. Why is he so silent? Just because it happens to be somebody he used to party with. It's just interesting.
It is interesting. I want to caution the audience not to jump to any conclusions about why.
We understand that a lot of celebrities are quiet right now. A lot of the famous football players, basketball players, they're not going to make a statement. They have publicists. There's things that a lot of sports guys or women or whatever, in your profession, you have to be careful what you add yourself to in the media. For sure. So a lot of sports people probably won't speak up unless they have to speak up, unless they've been subpoenaed to speak up. You figure, go back, look at what Diddy's bodyguards have said. Look at in the past 5 years, what some of the people in the industry have said. Period. If his bodyguards have been speaking out for the last 5 years, who are we to say any of those people are wrong? Like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Thanks for subbing. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before, where you're watching from. Thanks for being here, everyone. Yeah, a lot of famous people are not going to speak up. Their publicists are telling them, their husband and wife are telling them. We've seen Diddy hang out with a lot of famous people. They're not even speaking up. We have Ray J saying something, calling out Jaguar. We have Bow Wow saying something, saying that the parties have halted. Yeah, famous people are kind of scared right now. They don't know what part of the video they were in, if they were intoxicated. We more so have his family speaking out. Welcome, welcome. Like the video, like the video. Let's get the likes to 100. Thanks for being here, everyone. Are you guys surprised that the 120 alleged victims, the cases are coming out in 6 and 7s? And of course, Diddy is concerned about his image. He's mad that they are, attacking his character. The other name I can't say. Yeah, he's mad that his character is being questioned. And he wants, and see, when you think about it, he wants to silence people like he's been able to do for the last 25, 30 years. He wants to silence people. That's what he's been used to. I didn't think about it that way yesterday. I should have. He's used to silencing people, whether under NDA, it's being alleged that he'll say something, you won't be here, say something, you'll end up missing, allege. This is what people have said he said to them. So right now, he is saying from TMZ, he's saying that he wants to silence people. Yup. Ooh, let me see if I can, hold on one second. Like the video, like the video, like the video. I saw something last night. Let me see if I can find it. Like the video, like the video, like the video. Yep. Let me see if it's in here. We already read the statement. The children made a statement. And this guy, he spoke with TMZ. Diddy is so toxic, celebrities will settle the cases. They don't want to be a part of what he has going on. This is what this guy is saying. He's a PR expert. Diddy's reputation is so toxic. Nowadays, no one in Hollywood wants to associate themselves with any celebrity linked to the parties or any of the allegations right now. So I watched the expert speak to TMZ last night, but I'm not seeing the clip on here. So I don't know where it's at from TMZ. Maybe it's in another clip. But yeah, the expert spoke with Harvey, and he's saying, yeah, celebrities are quiet. They're going to be quiet unless they're subpoenaed or unless they have to take that stand. So that's why he's basically saying, muzzle these people and get them to be quiet, because he's been so used to silencing people. It's right here. Diddy asked the judge to muzzle witnesses and their attorneys in these criminal cases. Diddy says he is a victim of pure character concerns. Yep. And he basically is saying that he wants to get a fair trial. And he claims it's depriving him the right to get a fair trial. So they might try to finagle some things because he's going to feel that he's not getting a fair trial. Watch. He's going to say with all these civil cases coming up, he's going to try and say he's not going to get a fair trial because of it. So as you're speaking out, allegedly, he's going to say he's not getting a fair trial because of it. Thank you, Gregory, for saying I'm doing amazing work. I appreciate that. And, we're going to continue to hear about these lawsuits. We're going to continue people showing, hey, I was at the house. Here's me. hey, I just got out the limousine. Here's me. Just like the 17-year-old boy had the alcohol bottle of what was given to him, shows that he was there. I don't know why I didn't think about that he wants to keep people quiet. But also, when you think about it, about a month ago, the prosecutor and the attorneys allegedly said they're going to keep a lot of what's going on regarding the documents. And a lot of people are pulling up the documents from Pacer. So he can't stop people from pulling documents from Pacer. But they're going to try and do everything they can to keep people quiet. There's a lot of lawyers that's pulling up the documents from Pacer. And those lawyers are getting updates, like allege. There's been updates in regards to allege in the indictment. The children, part of it might have been added. In regards to there's alleged appeal stuff that's going on. So there's stuff going on behind the scenes. You got to watch some of the law pages and they'll break that stuff down. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm limited to what I can say and I can only give my opinion. Yep. And then, like I said, the people spoke out yesterday. Let me go through some of the comments. It's kind of like Diddy thinks he is in control. Sir, you don't have it's basically saying, sir, you don't run nothing. No, my guy, you can't control this situation. This ain't no Diddy party. Character concerns. And then denying Cassie to leave. And then some of the people are saying, nope, you muzzled people long enough. And then some are saying, oh, you still trying to run stuff? Sir, you're cooked. Alleged. These are people's comments. And then they're saying, nope, you need to muzzle your mouth. I can't say the other stuff he said. Yep, and it's basically saying everyone is speaking because they're no longer scared. You're locked up and has no power. Alleged. We don't know if he still got people out there, though, y'all. You got to be careful. Some are saying, will he get a fair trial? Alleged. Some are saying, don't let him out. Some are saying, sir, the law is the law. Checkmate, sir. And then some are saying, let these people speak. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, everyone. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. And just say good morning if you want to say good morning. There's 200 and something in the building. If 200 people can please subscribe, we're trying to get to 31K. We're trying to get to 31K. Good morning, everyone. So people are speaking out. Some are saying free him. Muzzle him. It's basically saying these victims have been terrified from speaking out for years. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's like bro's gonna muzzle them if he can. Some are saying, oh, how does it feel? Karma coming back. Allege. And then some are saying, why? Why muzzle them if you're innocent? If you think about it. And then one person that said, where's his sons now? Talking about making a song and that they hit the wrong house. Some are saying we thought some of the other ones were bad. They're going in on these comments in regards to the muzzle. Okay, press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. I was reading. Good morning, PA. Good morning, Fort Worth. Good morning, Tampa. Yes, let me know where you're watching from. Press 3. Let me know where you're watching from, or just say good morning. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. So yeah, we're covering that in regards to, if you're just now coming in, the children made a statement earlier this morning. If you're just now coming in, the children did make a family statement this morning. Let's see. The past months have been devastating for our family. Many have judged both him and us based on the accusations, conspiracy theories, and the false narratives that have been spun into abruptly on social media. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break the strength of our family. We love you and miss you, Dad. That's the statement from the family in Quincy. Like I said, prayers go to his children, period. A parent is supposed to be a parent. But if the children are receiving, you know, a lot of people aren't saying too much that I've seen. It's unfortunate that the mom was heckled when she went into court, the last court hearing. People had a concern about the boys partying. It's like they're young. If they've been brought up to party, that's something that they're going to do to kind of release stress. You know what I mean? I showed a video on one of the sons had moved out about a month and a half ago. We don't know who Quincy's dating, but we see that he's a good big brother. Quincy was there and celebrating the youngest daughter's birthday. I saw a video of Quincy driver's training with the girls, just kind of driving around with the girls. Many people say they knew. So, many people are going to look back at the family statement. When everything comes out in trial, many people are going to say, why make your kids make a statement like that if there's a trial situation that shifts? Yeah. And then the baby oil issue, the concerns about that, the concerns about the tranquilizer stuff, him standing on a balcony telling parents the kids have 30 minutes to leave. My kids are downstairs. If protective services come, there's nothing I can do. We look back at these videos. We look at the Cassie video. That's concerning of what Cassie experienced. She was trying to leave. He should have let her leave, but he did not. So how many other times was Cassie caught on tape? And he's mad that the Cassie tape got leaked. A lot of his children are adults. His twins are only 17. They will be 18 sometime this year or beginning of next year. A lot of his children are older, and then he has a younger child that is under 3. But, the biggest thing is we're hoping that the children are not a part of some of these cases. We've heard that there was a lawsuit that was about 6 or 7 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago. We had heard that one of the sons might have a concern in regards to some legal battles. Could you imagine? Diddy has his own legal concerns, but now his son also has legal concerns that he has to pay for. This is going to get expensive. This is going to get very expensive. Who's holding him down, making money? He was the one that was making money. Is he still making a lot of money? What does his business partners have to do? He has a lot of businesses. So, are the kids... Now, you got to remember, what son was it? It was Justin? Yeah, Justin Carr. Justin's being sued for 190K in regards to one of his vehicles, in regards to the lease not being paid up since December. And then there was a statement that Diddy's team is working to figure that out. And let's see, DL Hughley made a joke. I'm going to play that right now. Justin, it was like a vehicle that he was leasing, late on some payments, and they were suing him.
Man, I ain't Puffy. Right, man. Oh my God, man. Damn. Man, like he went up to damn. Jesus. He went from a private jet to a bike. I'm not Miami, no, for real. From a private jet to a bike. That bike. That's true. Man, hey man, I haven't trusted Puffy since he came up with Peach Ciroc. I was like, any nigga that come up with peaches and vodka. Oh man. But suspect. Remember the district attorney, prosecutor with the evidence of the AK-40. Every day I wake up, I'm like, I'm glad I ain't Puffy. Right, man. Oh my God, man. Damn. Like he started to dance. He went from a private jet to a bike. I'm not in Miami, no, for real. From a private jet to a bike. That's true. And you know, hey man, I haven't trusted Puffy since he came up with Peach Ciroc. And I was like, any nigga that come up with peaches and vodka. Oh man. But suspect. Remember the district attorney, the prosecutor with the evidence of the AK-47 with the serial number scratched out. Yeah, man, how do you have that still? 1,000 bottles of baby. Nick Cannon got 900 kids and he ain't got 1,000 bottles.
We're about to play the next clip.
I'm like, man, just with patterns of growing up, like we were homeless. We lived in a motel at one point. They used to give you these pink soaps. Yeah. So if you go to my crib, I have a lot of soaps. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of toothpaste. But man, every day I wake up, I'm like, I'm glad I ain't Puffy.
Next clip. Fair use, fair use.
I told her even Johnson & Johnson don't have 1,000 bottles of bottle. Best Buy, Walmart like we ain't got. Yeah, you see how Costco did them. Costco was like, we don't sell. Between you, Nick, and Elliot, Eli, Musk, they got nothing.
This is D.L. Hughley on Big Boy Show.
But the 800 deal, though, like, I want to know.
Next clip.
Nick, now you going to jail. Oh, wow. I'm serious. Yeah, man. They arrested in the 90s, man. If you get on Nick at night, you going to jail. Oh, wow. I'm serious. Yeah, man. They arrested in the 90s, man.
So a lot of these comedians gonna use this material as jokes and say, hey, dude, you made it. Yeah, from a jet to a bike. D.L. Hughley is brutal with his jokes. Brutal. Yeah. And maybe because D.L. Hughley never went to any of the parties, so he has no concerns. But like I said, you got to go back and listen to his ex-bodyguards. They've said a lot. And maybe those ex-bodyguards didn't sign NDAs. I'm wondering.
5 new filings against the disgraced music mogul, one of which says he raped a VMA after party. The unknown businessman claims that while he and Diddy did business together, he was invited to a party and claims Combs instructed him to his private office before exposing himself and grabbing the businessman's genitals. Until an unidentified
So that's concerning.
representatives have dismissed the suit, saying they have full confidence in the facts, their legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process, adding that.
Yeah. So many people are saying he continues to talk about his innocence. He continues to talk about his innocence. And more celebrities are in the media trending right now. And they're going to do a lot of distracting stuff right now. Kanye got his own concerns. Kim is talking about being a single parent. We're going to have to take a look at some of these famous people in regards to when the trial does happen. Some of these famous people are going to be in trouble. Some of these famous people are also taking trips. They're going on a lot of trips lately. Kanye was in Turkey, then now he was in Tokyo. So Kanye's been traveling the world. Kim's complaining she's a single parent, but I just saw a video of Kanye with the children in August. So is Kim big mad that Kanye found someone and she's having a hard time finding someone because she's the sole parent of 4 children? You decided to be the parent. You know, Courtney found love. Courtney's got 3 or 4 kids. So some people don't want to be attached to the K's and J's right now. Like the video. If I can please get 400 people to please subscribe. We're trying to hit 31K. If I could please get 400 people to please subscribe and turn on your notification so that way you don't miss out on anything. We're trying to get to 31K. Last month we had 3,000 subscribers. Now we're at almost 31K. So I thank everyone that did subscribe. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here and where you're watching from. Yeah, D.L. Hughley's a trip. And then some people have stuff to say about D.L. Hughley too. Go look that up. Yep. We understand that the children had also came out and made a statement in regards to alleged Kim Porter book was not real and it was fake. Alleged, his children said, and they did remove it from Amazon, and people got their money back. These celebrities are scared. This Hollywood stuff is interesting. Some of these famous people made decisions under the influence, and they may pay for that. So we're going to see during the trial if they're named. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Like the video. Let's get the likes to 100. Please double tap the screen to hit the like button. We're at 16 likes. We should be at 150. Double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video or below the video. They make it easy to like the video. Double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video or below the video. Let's get the likes to 100. Let's get the likes to 100. We're at 24. Thank you. Let's continue to get the likes up to 100. Welcome. There's more people in here. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here and where you're watching from. We're talking hot topics, trending topics, and we're doing updates in regards to Diddy. Let me play this while I look for something else.
LeBron hasn't, again, let me be very clear. LeBron should speak out about this because something awful happened, and he has a duty, I think all public figures have a duty to speak out against awful, morally atrocious things that happen. I just don't want to leap to a conclusion. I'm not saying Candace did, I'm not saying you did, but I don't want to leap to a conclusion that there's some other sort of reason why he may have done this. The other thing here is...
I just remember. I'm sorry. Well, the point I was going to make just on the point you made.
All I was going to say is...
Okay, good morning, Texas. Good morning, Singapore. Good morning, Jamaica. Good morning. Like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. Good morning.
Let me go first. The point I was going to make about... You go first. You just made a really good point, which I want to make a point of, which is, I think that the point I would make was when Harvey Weinstein went down, there was an absolute stampede of celebrities in Hollywood who rushed to distance themselves and publicly denounce him. And I just noticed that with P. Diddy, there's been a very, very, very small number of high-profile black celebrities, including sports stars, entertainers, and so on, who have chosen to do.
Election season is here. Remember, who you vote for is secret, but whether you vote is public...
Okay, so some people are saying, dang, we're not going to get a Diddy costume this year. No, he's going to be busy. He's not going to be doing any costumes this year. Remember when they sent him a cease and desist not to wear certain costumes? For the year before, they got mad about the costume he wore that year. And then the other year, they got mad about that costume. Remember what his costumes were like? Yeah. Think back for the last 3 years. What his costumes were like. Like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. There's almost 339. Please subscribe to the page. We're definitely trying to get to 31K. We're trying to get to 31K. Like I said, last month I had 3,000 subscribers. So definitely subscribe to the page and turn on your notification bell. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we missed. We cover a lot. We go fast over here. We do. We go extremely fast. Yeah, I don't think a lot of sports people are going to, talk about their connection. I don't expect LeBron to speak out, and he may not know anything. Some of these famous people might have attended a dinner. You know what I mean? So they might not know anything. Like the video.
When you go to a Diddy party, there's levels to the Diddy party. Yeah. There's the Diddy party at the club. There's the Diddy party at his house. Then there's the after party. Then there's the after party, right? I've been in any of those after parties or after parties or any of those parties, in fact. So I'm just speaking as a researcher here and as a journalist. I'm saying that there are levels to them. So there are lots of people who go to the Diddy parties that don't know any of that. But if you find out that all these awful things happen at Diddy parties at 4 a.m., it's hard to go to the media and say, yo, I was at the Diddy Diddy party, but I left at 12. I was in the Hamptons, but I didn't go to the next location. And so I think a lot of it is fear of public relations. And I think to Candace's point, I don't think it's a coincidence that Diddy has all these strategic alliances with every single person in Hollywood, black or white. And I think Harvey Weinstein didn't have those types of relationships, so it was much easier for people to run from him. And
you're the kind of hypocrisy, though, Candace, which really gets my go with this. Take somebody like John Legend, right, who decided to rewrite the lyrics to "Baby It's Cold Outside" because it endorsed sex.
So now he's about to talk about John Legend. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Salute all to friends. Thank you for saying that. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, the costume this year is Inmate. That's right. And has anybody seen his mugshot? Has the mugshot been released? I haven't seen it. He was in a movie. They're trying to make that look like that's not it. Has his mugshot been released? I haven't seen it. And do they get released in regards to the kind of case he has? I don't even know that. I'm not going to lie. But I haven't seen no mugshot. Have y'all seen a mugshot? Welcome, welcome. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We're trying to get to 31K. Thank you for all that have subscribed. I do see my numbers are changing. Thank you for subscribing, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The numbers are going up. I'm hoping we'll hit 31K today. Like the video, like the video. And are you guys receiving your notifications? Press 1 if you're receiving your notifications. Press 1 if you're receiving your notifications when I go live. I mostly go live in the morning. Sometimes if they're breaking news, I go live in the evening. Welcome 3. Welcome England. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. I get a lot of new people in the morning as well. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Good morning, Maryland. Good morning, New Jersey. Welcome, welcome.
Misconduct, which obviously was completely preposterous. It's one of the most innocent, flirtatious videos ever made back in the 60s about a beautiful love song. And it was completely misappropriated by
No, it was rapey. Knock it off.
It's not rapey at all. Maybe it's told that you want to come in for a drink. It's told outside. Do me a favor. Anyway,
he keeps saying no, and he keeps trying to get inside.
It was harmless flirtation, which completely misconstrued deliberately by John Legend to tick all the right virtue-signaling boxes. But here's my point. What has John Legend said about P. Diddy? He was enraged by a 1950s video of harmless flirtation. So much so he rewrote the lyrics, Candace. But he's not enraged enough by what he's reading about P. Diddy, someone he knows well, to make any comment that I've seen.
Dear Dr. K, I used to think I was never meant to be beautiful.
And it is being stated that John Legend has made a statement. Good morning, Oklahoma. Good morning, Denmark. Good morning, N. Good morning. Good morning from Singapore. Hello, everyone. Some people are saying that there's a bigger fish outside of Diddy, but then they're saying that that big fish may have issues as well. But Diddy had his own parties, and the allegations of what is being said is parties that he's had. And that's something he has to deal with. The choices that he made to have these parties, getting event planners, having these events, just like Bow Wow said, it's quiet right now. If there was ever an award show, he always had some kind of party going on. Well, a lot of these celebrities are concerned about their brands and their livelihood. So nobody's going to right now take over because of the allegations. We're not going to see a junior, but they're saying that there's a junior out there. I'm not going to name any names, but yeah, nobody's trying to be a junior right now and throw different parties. Like the video, like the video. Good morning, everyone. Let me see if I can look that up. Good morning, everyone. Let me play the clip. Welcome, welcome. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Fair use, fair use. Good morning. Oops, I dropped it. Sorry. Hold on one second. Whoop.
constantly purport that
Fair
you're fighting
use.
for social justice
Fair
like every
use.
cause. Like I said, the real litmus test was the video, which Diddy owned. That was him beating Cassie on tape. Okay, so forget if you're like, you want to play the card of, well, it's innocent until proven guilty. I know people are making all these allegations, but I'm going to wait. Where were you on the topic of Cassie being beat to a pulp on camera and Diddy offering this little meandering apology? I would just like to finish, if you don't mind. You're allowed to. We don't seem like there's a buzzer here, so I think I can finish my thought. But you know, and that's what has become so problematic is they are constantly virtue signaling to the public about how great they are because they're not voting for Donald Trump. Donald Trump's such an awful person because he maybe cheated on his wife 16, 20, 30 years ago, whatever it is, and they just cannot muster that same energy when they're looking at proof, which somebody comes out and says, let's take full accountability, I did beat her, that's me. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Okay, Mark? So here's my response, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, Candace. Again, there's a sound delay. I thought you had paused. I wasn't trying to be rude. Forgive me. We're saying that John Legend didn't respond to Cassie or to the Diddy parties, and we're saying this as if it's true, but it's not true. And so I just want to read to you what John Legend actually said in response to this. And he said it months and months ago. He said,
so he did. John Legend has spoke out against it. Like the video. Like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for being here, everyone. Yes, I have to stop and play it. Yes, I have to stop and play it. Kanye and Bianca spotted out. I guess she's got a new hairdo. Her hair's kind of black and like a bob of some sort. So when a lot of people were trying to say they were breaking up, and here they are hanging out, having a good old time. Bianca may feel like she got a good man, Savannah. Like the video, like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. Please subscribe to the page. We're trying to get to 31K. Thanks for being here.
was horrified by the descriptions I read before the video evidence came out. Meaning he believed Cassie even before the video. He then said that absolutely it's something that needs to be brought to light when it happens. He said, my default stance is to believe women when they make these accusations and to make sure that we do whatever we can to support women. He also said that he was specifically horrified of this. And then he said regarding to the other Diddy stuff, he said what he's accused of is shameful. And he said all the other victims that have alleged that he's abused them, it's quite a shame for them too. I really just want accountability and healing. So I think this is an opportunity for us to say this is why we shouldn't jump to judgment. We're on national, international television, castigating John Legend for not doing the very thing that he actually did. And all I had to do was like John Legend did it. It came up first. So you guys owe John Legend an apology if you don't edit this.
Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm saying to that. It's right that you pointed that out. My understanding is that were comments he made back in May, not since we've had the raft of charges against Diddy. This is what I'm talking about. So there's been nothing, there's been a deafening wall of silence since the charges. That's what I'm talking about.
We were just talking about Cassie. He didn't say anything about
No,
Cassie.
I think Candace was talking about Cassie. He clearly did make a statement in referring to that, and that should be acknowledged. So that's fair enough to point
I
out.
actually did not see the statement that he made about Cassie and read it in its entirety. So if I missed that, I'm more than happy to own it. I did not see him make a statement. And typically when he makes a statement, it's everywhere. So I guess they just hadn't picked up on what he said about Cassie, and he did great. I'm glad that he's one person in Hollywood who said something because that was the most troubling for me with LeBron James. I'm like, we actually have video evidence of this. Like everybody should be saying something about this if you purport to care about women. And him and Chrissy Teigen are typically very loud on topic, his wife especially. So if I missed that and he said something about Cassie, good for John Legend. That makes he and I are on the exact same side on that. But it's not enough that it's just John Legend. Like there needs to be a lot more people in Hollywood that are speaking out about what's happening.
Yeah, let me ask you.
There's a race piece to this too. Can we talk about the race piece to this? I'm sorry,
I was literally about to ask you about that. So you go ahead. Go on.
It's really...
They're going to go back and forth about culture, race. Whatever the allegations is about Diddy has nothing to do about culture, race. It has something to do about SA. It has something to do about Rico. His case is, there's a lot of things that people are looking at. He had pows with numbers scratched off. You know, when you get raided and you have an indictment, that's serious. Many people are upset that it took them years and years and years to do this. And I guess, like people had said, when the Cassie lawsuit came out, they were like, wow, how can we ignore this? It's out here now. It's in black and white. When the Little Rod case came out, many people, that person, it was someone else. And maybe he did get things a little mixed up. But then Little Rod did an update. Yes, there's legal stuff going on. Little Rod did an update, I want to say about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So Little Rod has alleged recordings, videos, different things. It's being reported that Diddy did not like to repeat himself. So Little Rod got his own evidence and concerns and case. So a lot of these civil cases are going to halt unless some of these celebrities want to pay it off, unless Diddy want to pay them off. But a lot of these civil cases are on a back burner until this trial. That's why some of these celebrities are paying off their part of it, alleged. That's what's being told to us. Yeah. So we're going to get to more of the news of what they're saying. So hold on, let me bring that up. Some of them I have to be careful because they talk about, you know, the SA. They can say SA. I can't say SA. So, yeah, let's see what other... I saved them, so let me go back into my saves. There's that, there's that, there's that. Like the video, like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you all for being here. Like the video. I hope everyone's having a good morning. Thank you for spending your morning with me. I really appreciate it.
Listen, those ads.
Like the video, like the video. I'm trying to prep the video. Hold on, I gotta skip that commercial. Yeah, please subscribe to the page so you don't miss out on any hot topics, trending topics. We talk hot topics, trending topics in the morning. Like the video, like the video.
Sexually assaulted him during a Ciroc party back in 2022. A woman who claimed she was drugged and raped by Combs at a house party in Manhattan back in an unnamed celebrity. This at an award show after party in LA back in 2022. But the one we want to focus on right now is a very, very disturbing claim. As if all of these aren't disturbing, but this one is especially heinous because I think the best way to describe this is the very first paragraph of this new lawsuit. It reads, in the complaint, defendant Combs drugged and raped.
Like the video, fair use, fair use. Some of this is very trigger warning for some, so be careful if you cannot handle. Trigger warning for some. Like the video, like the video. Let me know. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before, where you're watching from. Good morning, everyone.
A 13-year-old girl at a house party. Many others were present but did nothing to stop it. Some participated in it. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences. He believes he is above the law. He is not. Yeah. Now again, I've said this before, while Combs is currently facing federal criminal charges of racketeering and sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution, none of those criminal charges are related to minors. However, a number of these lawsuits, including from Tony Busby, they focused on the alleged abuse of underage people. And it makes you wonder if Combs will be hit with a superseding indictment. That means when you go back to the grand jury for additional or revised charges, will Combs be hit with a superseding indictment that involves minors? Have to ask the question in light of these allegations.
Some of them have said that there's a possibility that there might be a superseding indictment coming. Go to the law pages. They're just basically meaning more charges that may be coming. Good morning, Africa, or good afternoon. Welcome, welcome. Like I said, a judge, jury will have to decide if there's been any wrongdoing. Like the video, fair use, fair use.
You have to wonder if any of the people who have sued Combs, are they cooperating with the government? You have to wonder if the government really has all the evidence they need to charge him with respect to minors, but maybe they're not doing so yet. Maybe they're keeping it in their back pocket for now. Maybe to push Combs to take a plea. Maybe they're only now getting this information and are authenticating it to bring these claims, to bring new charges. We don't know if their case will ever be about minors. I will tell you one thing. If minors come into the mix, it makes Sean Combs' defense to the federal criminal charges he's facing much more difficult. His defense right now is everything was consensual. When you're dealing with minors, that defense doesn't work anymore. And by the way, as we're talking about high-profile people...
They're trying to say, when it comes to adults, he's trying to state it was consensual. But if there's a minor's name alleged attached to it, that brings a whole different kind of ball game. Allege. But as we're seeing this party, he's telling the parents, it's your children got 30 minutes to leave. He said it. His resurfaced videos are not faring well. His resurfaced videos are so telling. He went on interviews and said stuff. He was recorded and said stuff. So it's concerning that he even said, parents, your children have 30 minutes. They have to leave. My children are downstairs. So if Child Protective Services come to this home, don't blame me. Why were children even at the event? Are they playing with his children? Should they have had a separate party, separate from adults? So you got to be careful. He posted it, and that's been going viral. Some of his interviews have been going viral. Some of his posts have been going viral. Some of his chats with these famous people when the world was on shutdown has been going viral.
We're talking about unnamed celebrities. In
fair use, fair use.
Remember what Tony Busby told TMZ? He said that a number of high-profile people have even come to him already to settle their claims, so they are not named in these lawsuits. It makes you wonder if the people that he mentions in these lawsuits are people who've already settled their claims, so they're not named as defendants, they're not identified. I mean, if you think about it, that would be a PR and legal nightmare if they're named in these lawsuits, even though these are just allegations. The fact that they would be tied to Sean Combs right now, who's toxic, they might be avoiding that. So that might be one reason why we see unnamed celebrity 1, unnamed celebrity 2. Anyway.
Facts. It depends on which door you walk through. Everybody say good morning to Paris. Paris is one of my members. I have memberships, everyone. Everyone say good morning. She's been here with me for the last 3 weeks. Almost 4 weeks. Oh, it's almost been 4 weeks because, yeah, I've been going strong for a good 4 weeks. So welcome. Good morning, Paris. Everyone say good morning to Paris. So if you notice, whenever I'm reading comments, if I'm reading comments, Paris is a member. I will read her comments, try and see what she's saying. If I miss her comment, she knows I'm pulling up information and doing a bunch of stuff. So I pretty much say the same thing, but I want everyone to know. It's like, why is she reading Paris' comments and not mine? Paris is a member. If you want to become a member, I will try and read more of your comments as well. Super chats are welcome as well. Thanks for being here, everyone. Everyone say good morning to Paris. She's really nice. She's really kind. She keeps an eye on the chat for me. And if there's any concerns, Paris, just kind of let me know. I kind of catch stuff. Some stuff if I don't catch it, just I let it go by. But yeah, if anybody's being rude, I will block you or time you out. I've been timing people out and that they don't normally come back. So which is good. But yeah, for the most part, people are really kind. Let's continue with the video.
We don't know exactly what's happening, but what we do know is that these allegations...
It will play fast, and yes, I have to stop it, play it. Good morning, everyone. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Let's get the likes to 100. Yes, everyone say good morning to Paris.
...are a disturbing pattern regarding children. And I want to break down this lawsuit now. So this lawsuit is filed by Jane Doe. She's unnamed. And this was filed in federal court in the Southern District of New York. That is the same jurisdiction where Combs is being federally prosecuted. And in many ways, the lawsuit mirrors the allegations in the indictment. For example, the complaint reads, quote, for decades, Sean Combs, a.k.a. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, PD, Love, abused, molested, raped, assaulted, minors.
See, a lot of stuff they can say I can't say. Good morning. Good morning, Chicago. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Others for sexual gratification and to conceal is a liar. Talking about the quote perfect.
Look, if you're over 45 and can't work because
hold
of
on.
health, there's a
hold on. Good morning, California. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Good morning, everyone.
Sexual assault and violence. So it's not even directly addressing the individual plaintiff's claims yet. It's kind of setting the stage to understand who the defendant is, the power that he wielded, the alleged danger and threat that he is, maybe as a way to explain why these defendants did not come forward initially with their claims. For example, this lawsuit reads, Combs...
I didn't see their comment. Please block. I didn't see them. Was it earlier that they made a comment? Some stuff I won't catch, because I'm doing other stuff from here. But, everyone's for the most part, they're pretty kind. Sometimes they'll make one comment and then they'll go away. But yeah, everyone be kind in the comments. And then sometimes YouTube will block you. I don't even have to do it. So be kind in the comments, everyone. We're kind over here. I don't really do all the, cussing people out and, I'll check you though. Like the video.
Hurt and pervasive physical abuse took place for multiple decades. His tendencies of violence and sexual assault were well known amongst his colleagues, employees, agents, and businesses. On numerous occasions from at least in or about 1996 and continuing for years, Combs assaulted women and men by striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and
alleged.
Combs also assaulted children, both physically and sexually.
Alleged.
In 1996, Combs was found guilty of criminal mischief for threatening a photographer from the New York Post with a gun.
Alleged.
In 1999, he was arrested and charged with second-degree assault and criminal mischief in connection with assaulting a record executive.
Alleged.
I have to call something out. Even besides those last legal cases that I just mentioned in this quote, the sexual assault allegations, the sex trafficking allegations, all of this are just allegations. He hasn't been found guilty of anything yet. He hasn't been found liable with respect to any of this yet. So it is interesting that Tony Busby is using this language to kind of build up his case, even though, again, to be clear.
Yeah, they're not happy with Tony Busby. Even people are having concerns with Tony Busby allowing the famous people to have their name blocked out. And it's almost like celebrity A or celebrity B. But Tony Busby, I guess, has to do what he has to do. He's been a lawyer for 25, 30 years. But, if the feds need that name might be a part of the trial. Maybe. I don't know. Like the video.
Sean Combs hasn't been found guilty and hasn't been found liable with respect to any of this, and he's been denying this anyway. And to couple that, the lawsuit also lays out all of the civil suits from the past year, from Cassandra Ventura to Joy Dickerson-Neal to Lisa Gardner to then Combs' arrest to his indictment, again, setting the stage. But it is also done for another reason. In the complaint, it reads, Combs' long history of violence against women unequivocally establishes that his actions...
If you're bored, go to another channel. There's a lot of people that's live right now. All you got to do is go to Google and it'll say live. You can go over there and watch them. This channel talks hot topics, trending topics, and we update you on what's going on with Diddy. Yeah. Go to another channel. Oh, wait a minute. Do you have a channel? You can do what you want on your channel. Yeah, how about that? Go on your channel and talk about whatever you want to talk about. But this channel, we do whatever we want to do. And guess what? People kind of like me over here. Last month, I had 3,000 subscribers. Now I have almost 31K. I must be doing something right. You think? I must be. Go to your channel. Don't tell people what to do in their, don't tell people what to do with their channel. Thanks for being here, everyone. Let's continue.
Are motivated by gender, both men and women. Combs has a profound contempt for women and a desire to dominate both minors and other men. His conduct shows a long-standing practice of denigrating, defeating, and attempting to humiliate men, women, and children. His practices and desires are different from men, women, and children, but his actions are unequivocally motivated by the victim's particular gender and age. Now that is key. Why? Because Jane Doe, like the other people who are suing and being represented by Tony Busby, they are suing under something called the New York City Victims of Gender Motive.
Now, if you did not know, I make a lot of shorts as well. Some of those shorts cover different hot topics, trending topics, other stuff that's going on in the media. So if you need to watch a short, I do a lot of shorts. Sometimes I do my shorts in the morning. Sometimes I do my shorts in the afternoon. Sometimes I do my shorts in the evening while everyone is either out or whatever. So my shorts are sporadic, but you get a lot of good TTT. So yes, please subscribe to the page. We're trying to get to 31K. I bring a lot of hot TTT. My page doesn't go slow. I go extremely fast. I don't talk and drag out the same comment or concern for 15 minutes just to get a view. I don't do clickbait over here as well. Other pages can run their page however they want to run their page. People tune in because my page go fast. I bring you the TTT. And if there is something that I need to correct or block out or tell you or debunk a situation, I do that as well. No clickbait over here. And we don't drag out a conversation for 15 minutes. We go fast over here. And a lot of people can keep up. So I appreciate you all for being here. Let's continue with the video.
Violence Protection Act. This is
Fair use.
This is a law that gives alleged victims a window to file claims that would otherwise be time barred, that would otherwise be too old to bring, until February 2025. That's why you're seeing a lot of these lawsuits now.
Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do a lot of different shorts. Sometimes they're far away. Sometimes they're close. It just depends on how I can do the short. But yeah. Yeah, I've seen you. I've seen you make shorts, and I have. Yeah, I do a lot of shorts, different subjects, different topics. It's not just all about him, but if I see something about him, I'll make it. But I even in regards to some of the Tupac shorts, some of them I want to post, but it has music behind it. Yeah, I have music behind it. And don't tell me what to do. I have to stop it, play it. That's what I have to do. Go on your page. I'm going to keep stopping the video and I'm going to keep talking in between. Yes, I am. That's what all YouTubers do. I think people just like to try and tell people what to do. Can't over here. Time out. Goodbye. Thank you.
And this law is for people who say that they are victims of crimes of violence that were perpetrated because of their gender. It doesn't have to just be sexual assault either. It can be any form of violence motivated by gender. So there has to be some sort of animus based on someone's gender. That's the key. That's why you're seeing this language. So with that in mind, here are the claims in this lawsuit. The complaint alleges that on September 7th, 2000, Jane Doe, a woman from Alabama, who was then 13 years old, had a friend drop her off at Radio City Music Hall in New York City to attend the VMAs, the Video Music Awards. Now, Jane Doe claims that she didn't have a ticket to get into the VMAs, so instead, she says she approached the limo drivers that were outside as a way to get inside. Quote, one of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for defendant Combs. He told her that Combs liked younger girls and said she fit what Diddy was looking for, not allowing her into the awards, but inviting her to an after party. So the driver allegedly told her, here, come back later that night at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then he would take her to the after party. She says that's what happened. She comes back. The driver apparently drives her to a large white house about 20 minutes away. And once inside, she claims she was asked to sign.
This is about the new case that was announced the other night. This is about the 13-year-old. So all comments are alleged. Praying for the alleged victims. Praying for the alleged victims. This is coming from Law Crimes. This is who's speaking.
An NDA, which would prevent her from talking about what happened at this after party. She claims she signed it, but she wasn't given a copy. So then she says she goes inside, and she describes the scene inside the house as being filled with many celebrities. There were drinks, there was loud music, there was drug use like marijuana and cocaine. And then this is where she says things took a very dark turn. Quote,
they allegedly gave her something. She felt woozy. She found a bathroom to go into. And then they said when they realized she was woozy, they said, now you're ready to party. Baby, could you imagine? You're feeling normal, and then all of a sudden you're given something, you start feeling drowsy, you find a safe place to go because you're feeling weird, and you don't want to feel weird around other people. You don't want to faint. So she finds a bathroom to allegedly go into and lay down, and then they say you're ready to party. If what's being alleged is true, and that's why, think about it, everybody. Alleged, some of these tapes are removed. Some of his bodyguards said he liked to pay the people off to get the tape. So if you're working there, Diddy will pay you a lot of money to get rid of the tape. A lot of that's been happening allegedly for a lot of years. I remember his bodyguard saying that. So a lot of those tapes might have been found when his house got raided, along with the Cassie thing. So he might have not wanted the Cassie thing to get out, alleged. Now that they've said they need to stop leaking stuff because they don't want to have a mistrial. So yeah, we might not get too many more leaks, y'all, unless Little Rod start leaking stuff, alleged, of what he got. Like the video, like the video. We're trying to get to 31K. Please, if you've been here before, press 5. If you're new, press 3 and let me know where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before and where you're watching from. Super chats are welcome. Let's get the likes up to 100. Thank you for number 5. Thank you, number 5. Thank you, Paris. Yeah, that's the biggest concern. What other tapes are out there in regards to what he did in regards to other girlfriends? A lot of guys were quiet after they seen that Cassie video. They was like, oh, no, man. You kept saying you good. But, yeah, that Cassie video told a lot. Good morning, VA. Good morning.
Plaintiff accepted a drink, a reddish-yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After drinking just one drink, plaintiff began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. Embedded in this complaint is what Jane Doe claims is a photograph of an actual, quote, exemplary container that she says Combs or his associates used to inject GHB into these drinks. The complaint continues, looking for a...
So allegedly, the plaintiff or the young lady might have took a picture of what was given to her. There's a lot. I'm thinking there's a lot of videos as well. I'm thinking there is a lot of videos that these agents had to look at and watch. I couldn't do that job. I could not. Good morning, Oklahoma. Good morning, Baltimore. Good morning. Like the video, like the video. We're trying to get to 31K. If all 300, please subscribe. We will get to 31K. We will get to 31K. Please subscribe to the page. We're trying to get to 31K. Good morning, everyone. Let's continue with the video. Fair use.
To rest. Plaintiff entered what she believed to be an empty bedroom so she could lie down for a moment. She did not lock the door. Soon after, Combs, along with a male and female celebrity, entered the room. Combs
Now, some are saying bedroom, some are saying bathroom. So did some of us mix it up? So I'm just saying, take it with a grain of salt. If she went to a bedroom or a bathroom.
Approached plaintiff with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her, and said, "You are ready to party." Combs then threw plaintiff toward another male celebrity, celebrity A, again unnamed, who removed plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. Plaintiff was held down by celebrity A, who raped her while Combs and celebrity B watched. After the male celebrity finished, Combs then raped plaintiff while celebrity A and celebrity B watched. Combs attempted to force plaintiff to perform oral sex on him. She resisted by hitting Combs in the neck. He stopped. Plaintiff grabbed her clothes and shoes and left the bedroom, roaming naked through the house looking for the exit as the party continued. That means there were witnesses to see what happened here. Once outside, plaintiff put her clothes back on and left the scene in the dark. Eventually, plaintiff reached a gas station. A female clerk noticed her distress and allowed her to use the phone. Plaintiff called her father.
She called her father. So I'm wondering, whoever was at the gas station, if they took a police report and if she went to the hospital and got DNA. I'm wondering. At 13, alleged. That's so young, you know? And where we're hearing different young adults will try and get into these award shows, and that's how they fill the stands, allegedly. So concerning. Like the video, press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. If I could please get 296 to please subscribe and continue to hit the like button. Double tap the screen to hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up above the video or below the video. Let's continue with the video. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video or below the video. Let's get the likes to 100. Thank you for being here, everyone. If you've already subscribed, thank you. We're at 48 likes. They make it easy to double tap the screen. If you have a tablet or a phone, double tap the screen. We're at 48 likes. Hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. Let's continue with the video. Thanks for being here.
Admitted that she had lied about her whereabouts and asked him to pick her up. After the assault, plaintiff fell into a deep depression, which continues to affect every facet of her life. Okay, so clearly a very, very disturbing account, but it's on par with the other allegations that we've heard about Combs. Parties, alleged drugging, followed by sexual assault. Now, of course, as I said, these are allegations. Of course, Combs will have an opportunity to defend himself. And, from a legal point of view, I wonder if his attorneys could argue, well, she claims she was drugged and disoriented. How exactly does she remember all these details? How does she remember all this? Is she able to remember all of this 24 years later? And, of course, there are obvious...
So sad. I could not imagine. Even being a parent, I could not imagine. Your daughter has to call you from a gas station. So concerning. Like the video, like the video.
A lot of counter responses to that put forward by
Fair
Jane
use.
Doe. But the point is, Combs will probably assert in defense that this did not happen. Now, in the lawsuit, Jane Doe not only sues Sean Combs, but also several Combs businesses, their entities, like Daddy's House Recording Studio Inc. and Bad Boy Entertainment. The lawsuit reads, Combs' business enterprise is central to the pervasive acts of sexual assault and abuse committed by him during the last decades. On the surface, each of these businesses served a legitimate purpose related to entertainment, music, and other subjects, but in reality, Combs, by and through himself and his agents, employees, and contractors, used these businesses to sexually assault, abuse, threaten, and coerce hundreds of individuals through sexual quid pro quo schemes, as well as to take advantage of individuals with impunity, thinking the victims would never have any recourse. By the way, that really goes to the racketeering charge that he's facing. And more specifically, and now tied to the allegations facing Jane Doe, who claims that she was assaulted at age 13, the lawsuit reads, the Combs business enabled and conspired with Combs to commit the crime of violence motivated by gender because Combs sexually assaulted plaintiff at a party related to or referencing Combs' business. On information and belief, Combs' businesses routinely committed sexual assault and gender-motivated violence, as detailed in other civil lawsuits, to further the business purpose of Combs' enterprise. Interesting. So that is a way that they're trying to hold these.
I don't think that the trial will go live. There will be reporters in there that are updating people like every 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, if not, every 3 to 4 minutes. There will be reporters in there. This type of trial case will not be live. It won't, unfortunately. It's not just to do with his case. Now, the RICO, I'm wondering, because the RICO, the YSL, that's live and people have been streaming that. But I don't know if his RICO will. You know what I mean? So that is kind of interesting why that RICO case is live and his won't. Maybe because his case, he wasn't indicted. And I don't know if the YSL people or what's his name, Young Thug, I don't know if he's in the same type of jail that Diddy's in. But that's something that's questionable. Yeah, people have been watching the YSL for like the last 4 months. Like the video, like the video. Let's continue to get the likes up. I appreciate everyone for hitting the like button. If I can please get 300 people to please subscribe. We're trying to get to 31K. Let's continue with the video. Fair use.
Business is liable. We've seen that before, that Combs was an employee, or they get control over these businesses to commit these acts. Now, she's suing for a number of things. She's suing for compensatory damages, physical injuries, psychological harm, emotional distress. These are damages to make you whole, to restore you to where you were before this happened. She's also suing for punitive damages, and that can be a lot. Those are damages to punish a defendant for really egregious conduct. She's suing for attorney's fees and costs, which actually is something you can recover for using the gender violence statute. And Jane Doe, to close this up, makes this point too. Plaintiff joins many other victims by filing this complaint in hopes their common voice makes it impossible for Combs to assault another person.
And you got to remember, these lawsuit cases are not a joint case. They're not a class action. These cases are individual cases. Mr. Busby has allegedly himself and 90 other lawyers that's handling these cases. Let's continue. Like the video, like the video. If I can please get 200 people to please subscribe, and thank you.
Ever again. So there you go. That's kind of what this lawsuit is about. And I should tell you, in terms of a response, after Sean Combs was indicted in September, his lead counsel, Mark Agnafilo, released this statement. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the black community. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. And in another recent filing about putting a gag order in place for this trial, Agnafilo said, several of these lawyers have made shockingly prejudicial and false allegations of sexual assault and abuse of minors.
Now he's going over the statement and then he's going over what his lawyers are saying. I'm going to rewind that. So let's listen clearly.
Person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative. And Jane Doe, to close this up, makes this point too. Plaintiff joins many other victims by filing this complaint in hopes their common voice makes it impossible for Combs to assault another person ever again. So there you go. That's kind of what this lawsuit is about. And I should tell you, in terms of a response, after Sean Combs was indicted,
his lawyer's about to make a statement, and then they're adding stuff to it. So let's listen to that again. Like the video, like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone.
In September, his lead counsel, Mark Agnafilo, released this statement. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the black community. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. And in another recent filing about putting a gag order in place for this trial, Agnifilo said, several of these lawyers have made shockingly prejudicial and false allegations of sexual assault and abuse of minors.
We had talked about the gag order and muzzling. He doesn't want a lot of information coming out. He's not happy that these he's not happy that these civil cases have been mentioned weekly.
Details of which need not be repeated. So again, we have another lawsuit for Sean Combs to contend with on top of the many others that he faces and seemingly will continue to face as we expect more to be filed by Tony Buzbee. And this is, of course, on top of the criminal charges that he faces, which, when you think about it, may be his most pressing concern because he's currently sitting locked away in the Metropolitan Detention Center after being denied bail. You have to ask me, I think it's the criminal charges he's thinking about more than the civil claims, but we will see if these civil claims play a role in his up.
So thanks for tuning in, everyone. I thank everyone for being here. Continue to subscribe. We have 200 and something in the building. Please subscribe. Please turn on your notification so that way you don't miss anything. We're trying to get to 31K. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the kind comments. Let's do one more round. Let's see. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. The trial is set for May of 2025. We're going to see if that trial will proceed or if they're going to have to halt because they're not ready. You know, press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video or below the video. Let's get the likes up. It actually pushes me out into the algorithm too. I literally may have to change how I do things because things are kind of slowing down, and it may be because I have to, you know, make sure the likes get up. You know what I mean? So, and then I do update you guys on a lot of information, and a lot of people do too. We're at 57 likes. Continue to get the likes up, everyone. Let's get the likes to 100. Thank you for being here. Yeah, the trial is set for May. They had offered April, but they did not take April. They took May. And a lot of law pages had said that they're going to ask for an early trial. Sometimes trials could take 2 or 3 years, depending on the court dockets, the judge. Good. We're at 57 likes. Continue to hit the like, double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. Memberships are welcome. If you guys missed it, we talked hot topics, trending topics in the beginning of the video. I might check the news just to see if I missed anything. I try and cover a lot of hot topics, trending topics in this video versus breaking down 5 to 6 videos. I'm a very busy person, so I try to update everybody on the one video. If I have to go live in the evening, I do. It's being reported that a professional athlete stopped Mr. Combs in regards to some of these accusations. Many people want to know who these famous people are. They want to know. They want to know who these, and they want to know so they can stay away from them. So will we get an announcement of who these famous people are? Like the video, like the video. Let me double check. If you're just now coming in, Diddy's family did make a statement from Quincy and the family in regards to what's going on with their father. I did read that statement like 3 times. Let's see what else is being talked about. Like the video, like the video. I did do a lot of shorts this morning. We talked about the statement. I think Diddy's definitely going to keep the lawyers and his family busy because, of course, you know, I don't know how often he can call the family, talk with the family. We know he only gets 3 showers a week and he gets an hour of free time. I don't know where that is in the jail. Let's see. Is that new? Hold on. Let's see. This is from 5 hours ago. We already knew that. The judge set the trial date. We already knew that. Yep. In regards to the traffic and the racketeering. Yeah, we already talked about that. Kim Kardashian's birthday was the other day. She did allege in her birthday, whatever. Many people are talking about the K's and the J's, continuously putting the kids in the media to distract away from what they got going on. Kim Kardashian talked about being a single parent. She states that Kanye's not around much, trying to throw shade at Kanye. I caught that. Kanye's been traveling the world, but I also saw a video with him with the kids last month. Let's see what else. Like the video, like the video. Oh, I know where I want to go. I know where I want to go. So we'll do a bunch of hot topics. Hold on. Let's see. Tia Kemp did an interview with Tasha K, I want to say last week, 2 weeks ago, and then unfortunately her son had a situationship. He was hospitalized. Tia Kemp was asked to leave the hospital, so that's an issue. Who's Tia Kemp? Tia Kemp was dating, had a child by Rick Ross. Orlando Brown has been speaking out. Ray J has been speaking out. Bow Wow has been speaking out. Many people are saying Ray J may be just a distraction. Let me see what other things I'm looking at. Like I mentioned before, I really enjoyed the Netflix special, The Starting Five. Baby, we enjoyed that. Yeah, I like stuff that's inspiring. We can see the beginning of somebody's career, the middle of their career, how they're doing now. I really enjoyed The Starting Five on Netflix. Oh, yeah. I did see that we did cover the DJ Envy comment. DJ Envy sat down with his wife. Thank you for that. DJ Envy sat down with his wife in regards to Diddy. If you did not catch the whole thing, I did do shorts on that. I did the shorts yesterday because while I was live yesterday, I talked generally a little bit about what DJ Envy said, but I did do a short regards to all the clips, regards to what him and his wife talked about. There's about 5 of them, but we did a breakdown. So he did have a lot more to say. Yeah. And he's basically saying other people have received bail, but if what he's done, if there's those concerns. And then DJ Envy talked about Diddy and his 3 children with Kim, but he actually has 4 because there is the twins, there's Quincy, and then there's Christian. So I don't know how he don't know that Diddy had 4 children with that Kim. Kim has 4 children. And there was a misstatement regarding that. And we get it, but yeah, Kim had 4 children. The twins, Quincy, and Christian. So those children, RIP to Kim Porter, those children are missing their moms. So hopefully the other moms can assist the children that don't have Kim. RIP to Kim. Okay, so we're just going through hot topics, trending topics real quick. Hold on 1 second. We're seeing a lot of people endorse Kamala. We're seeing some people endorse Trump. Vote for whoever you want to vote for. That's your choice. You have to do what's best for your family. Boosie speaking out. His daughter has spoke out. She spoke about some of his music. She spoke about how he treats her. We've talked generally about that. We saw a video of Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was at Usher concert, a girl shaking her behind, and then Usher tried to get Tyler Perry to come on on that stage, and he was like, "Come on, Tyler Perry." And Tyler Perry's like, "That's it, I'm out of here." Nope. Tyler Perry said no. He gonna watch the girl shake her behind. But as soon as he saw Usher coming towards him, he got out of there. I posted that short too, y'all. Did y'all see that picture of Tyler Perry at Usher concert? Like the video. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. We're doing hot topics, trending topics right now, y'all. So I've been posting the short so you guys can see it. Whenever I try to bring the phone to my live, they give me a weird signal on my live. So I've been posting the shorts for you guys. Yeah. Tyler Perry is like, no, I'm out of here. Usher's a trip. Kiki had a problem when she went to Usher concert. DDG and Hughley had a problem after they went to the Usher concert. Welcome, Arizona. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Yeah, Tyler Perry was out of there. Also, Tyler Perry cast Why Did I Get Married? They did some skits. Now it's being reported that Tyler Perry might be doing another Why Did I Get Married or again or something like that. So he might come out with another movie just because they did that skit, or he was already writing the Why Did I Get Married Again. So Tyler Perry's being talked about. Yes. There's other things I could say, but not now. There's other things I could say, Paris, but not right now. There's a lot of people that's trying to write documentaries. Catch the hint. And Oprah didn't want her documentary to come out. She allegedly bought it. I think that was a month ago when I did a video on Oprah not wanting her documentary to come out. I just said it, Paris. I just said it. Yeah. So people are trying to avoid their documentaries from coming out. Catch that T. Look up that Oprah allegedly purchased the rights in regards to her documentary. There's the Chris Brown documentary that's coming out. I don't think he tried to purchase it, but yeah. Catch that T. That people, famous people, are trying to purchase their documentaries. They don't want that to come out. So yeah, Tyler Perry, the girl was shaking it in his face, but as soon as Usher tried to say come up on stage, he got out of there. Okay, Kamala Harris did go to Jamal Bryant's church. Yeah, interesting. Interesting, yes. Catch that T. People are trying to not let their documentaries come out. Think about the name I just said. And then a page almost got in trouble for trying to talk about that documentary from coming out. So that's why I'm cautious about saying it. Catch that T, catch that T. Who was we just talking about and the girl was shaking in front of them? Catch that T. But in regards to Oprah, I did post about that she purchased the right to her documentary. I want to say about a month ago. Yep. Back to it. I'm sure Parrish caught me. She's been here long enough to know if I'm not dropping a name, you got to catch it. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, you said it 2 minutes ago. Okay, so yeah, Paris been here long enough. She know what I'm talking about. And I think a page almost got in trouble for talking about their documentary. So I'm cautious about what to say. Yes, 50 Cent is also doing a documentary in regards to the Diddler, and he's been working on it allegedly for the last several years. Okay. If you did not know, Kamala Harris did go to Jamal Bryant's church and they sung happy birthday to Kamala Harris. So that was interesting. Yep. In regards to Diddy, there are celebrities' names that's being attached to Diddy now. Now, you got to remember, Mr. Busby said a month ago, some celebrities will be named. So don't think that some of these celebrities are off the hook, y'all. Some of these celebrities might be named because they might not be able to afford to pay that civil lawsuit off. So we're going to keep an eye on what other lawsuits come out next week. Some of these celebrities might not be able to keep their name out of what's going on. He's giving them an opportunity, but that don't mean the feds is not going to name them. Orlando Brown has been speaking out about the people in the industry. I'm cautious about what Orlando Brown says. I'm cautious about what Jaguar Wright says. The opinions of Jaguar Wright is not the same of Let's Talk About It Media 21. The opinion of what Orlando Brown says is not the same as what my opinion is for what's talked about over here. But Orlando Brown has been speaking out about more people in the industry. Let's see if there's anything else. Like the video, please subscribe. There's about 200 in the building. Please get 200 people to please subscribe. We're trying to get to 31K. Please subscribe and please turn on your notification bell. Let me see if there's any other things. I pretty much covered a lot of stuff, y'all. Yeah. Yep. I pretty much covered a lot of stuff that I went to this one page and I talked about a lot. I knew I want to go over here. But yeah, we talk hot topics, trending topics. We covered a lot in the beginning of the video. Sometimes I always do it at the end. Let's see what Trump is saying right now.
We have some people that'll pay us like $25 a month every single. Former President Donald Trump has been allowed to get by with concepts of, we have some people that'll pay us like $25 a month every single. Former President Donald Trump has been allowed to get by with concepts of a plan about the American economy and how that's going to help the middle class because he has these so-called great business skills, which in this case amounted to.
I don't know why the video keep pausing. Hold on one second. Because it's saying it's a minute long. Maybe they censored her.
We have some people that'll pay. Used to work with in New York.
Huh.
Who looks for ways to enrich himself off those people. And we've seen this over and over again with this.
All comments are alleged. Fair use.
In New York City and all these other companies that said he doesn't pay us, he takes advantage of our workers, and you can't track him down. You can't hold him responsible for things. Do we think that that pattern changes when you're given more power? No. We are only a few weeks out from the election, and it doesn't matter what party you are from. You have the time to go to Kamala Harris's website. We have some people that'll pay us like 20.
Yeah, for some odd reason, you guys, this video is jumping around.
We have two people this election cycle that are running for the most powerful job in the world.
Like the video, like the video.
Run a country and to run an administration that is for the people. We have somebody who looks for ways to enrich himself off those people. And we've seen this over and over again with the small businesses he used to work with in New York City and all these other.
This is a young lady that's on the Neighborhood Talk speaking, so you'll be able to look it up. It's the most recent video from either today or yesterday. Young lady talking about Trump. We cover both. We talk about Trump. We could talk about Kamala Harris. You might miss the clips. I try and bring you guys the clips. You can make the decision what's best for you and your family. Like the video, like the video. We have 200 and something people in the room. Can I please get all 200? Please subscribe. Can I please have you turn on your notification? Please subscribe. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap the screen. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. They make it easy. And to hit the like button is free. And it actually pushes me out into algorithm.
Companies that said he doesn't pay us, he takes advantage of our workers, and you can't track him down. You can't hold him responsible for things. Do we think that that pattern changes when you're given more power? No. We are only a few weeks out from the election, and it doesn't matter what party you are from. You have the time to go to Kamala Harris's website and see the clear, concrete plans for the middle class. All Americans can benefit from her plan to continue holding Big Pharma accountable. You could be from any political affiliation and see that Kamala Harris has a track record and actual history as a public servant who has worked on policy with housing and child care and banks that we have some people that'll pay us.
Okay, it played it better this time. So vote for whoever you want to vote for. That's your choice. We don't shade people for who they want to vote for. We don't do that over here. We don't shade. We don't embarrass. If you're rude, I will time you out though. So vote for whoever you want to vote for. It's your choice. It's your right. It's basically being reported. SZA talked about Cat Williams. I guess he was trying to tell her she was a little off. Let me see. Yeah, I don't really want to go into that. Yeah, it's on the Neighborhood Talk. Let me play one more clip. Like the video, like the video. We have 190 something in the building.
What are we failing? What are we going to do to improve that in our school system?
Trump at the barbershop.
From Washington, where you have people that don't care about New York, frankly. You know, in Washington, I don't know if you ever noticed this. You got Department of Education. You got half the buildings are Department of Education. I never saw. You don't need any of them. You know, I want one person and the secretary to just make sure they're teaching English, okay? Give a little English, okay? I'd say reading, writing, and arithmetic. No transgender, no operation.
That's what he has to say. You got to make sure they understand banking, financing. They understand general law stuff. I think some children don't understand the ramifications and when they get in trouble, they need to understand, if you have a child, what child support mean, what those laws mean. There's a lot that children should be taught so they understand credit. You know, some of these children will go to college, they're giving them these credit cards, and then they're financially struggling when they become an adult, 18, 19, 20. We understand that they need to get through school, and some kids need that funding, but what that means to pay that debt back is, ugh. And there's a lot of people that were struggling trying to pay off their student loans. Now, some of the loans people were given, thank goodness, forgiveness in some of their loans, but man, if you did not pay some of those loans, they're, garnishing your check. So I think there needs to be a general understanding about life, finances, understanding maybe stocks, bonds, understanding the law, general law practice, the legal issues. You get caught, what that means to get, this, or what that means to get that, or what child support means, what a crime means, what a DUI means. I think they should be teaching general knowledge of stuff. I do. And I think colleges should also general knowledge, because there's some kids that's brought up by two parents. There's some children that's brought up by one parent, a mom or dad, and whatever people want to do in regards to their life, that's up to them. You know what I mean? So he's going to say some stuff that he just doesn't agree with.
Take your kid. There is some place. I want one person and a secretary to just make sure they're teaching English. Okay? Give a little English, okay? I'd say reading, writing, and arithmetic. No transgender, no operations. They take your kid.
Alleged.
Some places. Your boy leaves us happier in Bronx. What are we going to failing? What are we?
That's skipped again.
Your boy leaves the school, comes back a girl. Okay? Without parental consent. What is that all about? That's when they talk about a threat to democracy, they're a threat. Could you imagine without parental consent? At first, when I was told that was actually happening, I said, it's an exaggeration. No, it happens. It happens. There are areas where it happens. We're not going to let it happen. Up here in Bronx, what are we going to failing? What are we going to do to improve that in our school systems? Well, we're moving them back from Washington, where you have people that don't.
So he's speaking out at the barbershop with guys in regards to what changes he's going to make. His thoughts and feelings are thoughts of him. We'll briefly play the clip in regards to DJ Envy and what him and his wife had to say. Like the video. I'm going to stop it and play it. Fair use.
New charges, but relating to the new charges,
like the video. This is DJ Envy and his wife.
Evidence. I can say that it appears as though he's guilty, but I can't cast my.
We're almost at 31K, you guys. Please subscribe. Please turn on your notification bell. Please continue to hit the like button. We're at 62. Let's get to 100. We're at 62. Let's get to 100. There's a lot going on in the world. And, people look to him as a businessman, owning businesses, having businesses, trying to, deal with. There's a lot that they say he would be better at dealing with. And they say that Kamala has like a legal alleged background and she's able to deal with like the legal aspects of stuff. So they say each candidate has their own special twist on how to handle the world, how to deal with the world. Like I said, vote for whoever you want to vote for. This page is not going to shade you for who you want to vote for. It's your choice. You got to make a choice for yourself and your future. Let's continue with this clip in regards to DJ Envy and his wife. Their comments, their opinions, fair use.
As though he's guilty, but I can't cast my judgment until I hear a lot more about it. But it doesn't look good for him.
I will say this: Diddy's a freaky nigga. Like freaky. Like freaky Friday, freaky Thursday, freaky Monday, freaky Wednesday. And there's nothing wrong with being a freaky person.
There's nothing wrong with being.
So the fact that he has 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube just means he just likes to get shit popping, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing illegal about that. Now.
But if there's concerns with the baby oil, and that's going to be talked about in the trial, if things were laced, we're hearing alleged things are laced, but if things are laced, that is going to be a concern. Let's continue to get the likes up, everyone. We're at 62. Let's get the likes to 100. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap the screen. Hit the thumbs up above the video or below the video. Let's get the likes to 100. Thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. Now we're at 63. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap the screen. Hit the like button. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. If I can please get 300 people to please subscribe. We're trying to get to 31K. Thanks for being here, everyone. I just saw your comment, Paris. I'm going to read it.
The one thing I will say that I don't like is I don't like how people, I mean, everybody's gonna crack a joke. I mean,
yes, teach children about basic financial responsibility and general law, because I don't think some of these kids get it. Some of adults don't even get general stuff about law and expectations of what that means about a DUI, what that means about child support, what that means if you don't pay your child support. And there's young adults having a lot of young children, and they don't understand that in certain cities, your license can be taken away. You can go to jail. So I just think they need general understanding about that, and they don't get that. The parents have to teach them and tell them, don't get in trouble with the law, but they don't understand what that means. You know, now there's Uber, Lyft. So a lot of people should not even be trying to drink and drive, but people still do. We see a lot of famous people getting caught up in drinking and driving. It's like, you can pay for a driver. You can definitely pay for Uber, Lyft. What made you not get a driver? You know what I'm saying? Because some people are so intoxicated, they're not thinking. Let's continue.
Just means he just like to get shit popping, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing illegal about that. Now, the one thing I will say that I don't like is I don't like how people. I mean, everybody's gonna crack a joke. I mean, it is what it is. I don't like how people convict him before hearing all of the evidence. Right? I didn't like the fact that they didn't give him a bond, and the reason is he was gonna put up $50 million. His house, his mom's house. The reason I feel that is he was giving up his passports. Diddy has 3 kids without a mom, right?
And we talked about that, and it's 4. The twins, Quincy, and Christian. Yeah.
I don't like how people convict him before hearing all of the evidence, right? I didn't like the fact that they didn't give him a bond, and the reason is he was going to put up $50 million, his house, his mom's house. The reason I feel that is he was giving up his passports. Diddy has 3 kids without a mom, right? Kim Porter passed away, so he has 2 twins that are 17 years old that don't have their dad right now, probably won't have their dad for the next 2 years until the trial is over. I feel like he should have got a bond and been able to fight this outside while he did. Harvey Weinstein had a bond.
But relating to the new charges.
See, it skipped again. I don't know why it's skipping, but it is. But yeah, in regards to that, yeah, people should not be, drinking and driving at all. They understand that, it becomes an issue when you're not, if you're not sober. I have friends that kind of lost license and don't have a license, and they're catching rides, they're catching Ubers, Lyfts, and it's like they got to pay that off. They got to do this. They got to blow it. But you made the choice. You know right from wrong, but I think young adults need to be taught general stuff about law and the expectations of different things. And there's so many different ways for them to make money, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, stuff on Amazon. There's so many other ways for young adults to make money. There's so many things that's going on in the world. I can go on and on. I could, but I won't. But yeah, DJ Envy and his wife spoke out. I don't know why clips are cutting. And it's like they're cutting and they're going to the beginning. So I don't know what that's all about. But so right now, if you did not know, the Central Park 5 is filing a defamation case against Trump in regards to his debate that he did with Kamala Harris. So they're filing a defamation case. I posted that too on my short. So I was working hard yesterday and today. And it was kind of like month end for YouTube. So towards the 18th, 19th, 20th, you'll see a lot of people posting more stuff. We did talk about 50 cents. He said he's been talking about this for years. People should not be surprised. He's been talking about this for 10 years. Now, whether his documentary has been picked up, I believe so. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Yeah, right now we're talking to hot topics, trending topics. Safari Erica Mena. Erica Mena did a video with the children. Um, Let me see. Yeah. Let's see. Kamala Harris was at Jamal Bryant's church. They sung happy birthday to her. She actually had a message in regards to her thoughts and feelings. She was on the pulpit speaking. Some people felt that she shouldn't have used that to, talk to the people, but a lot of candidates have gone to churches to, you know, speak to the community. We're going to see them, we're going to see Kamala and Trump bring up people, and it's like, okay, with Kamala, she had Usher, okay, she had Megan Thee Stallion, huh? So, so people are like, okay, your team might need to do more investigations about who you got, endorsing you. If you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. And then I posted the video where Trump was at McDonald's serving at the window, doing the fries. Oh, I posted that too. And I debunked stuff here too. Donald Trump was saying Kamala didn't work at McDonald's. McDonald's said, we can't go that far back. We're not endorsing anybody. We only hold records for so long. So if Kamala said she worked there, maybe she did. But they're saying we can't go that far back in regards to employment. So maybe she did, maybe she did not. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. And he kind of shaded her, saying she worked there. He's saying she didn't. She says she did. Oh, I worked at McDonald's 15 minutes more than Kamala did. He allegedly called Kamala a liar. I can't confirm or deny if she worked there, if she didn't work there. She says she did. And McDonald's made a statement that they can't confirm or deny because they don't keep records that far back. So, like I said, we debunk stuff here too. Like the video, like the video. If I can please get 275 people to please subscribe, turn on your notification. We're trying to get 231K. If you've already subscribed, thank you. Right now we're talking hot topics, trending topics. So then that way I don't really miss anything. And I don't have to do 5 or 6 videos. I have a busy, busy life, and I literally have to make a call about something. And we already talked about Harvey Weinstein diagnosed with bone marrow cancer, and he will be receiving treatment in prison. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And we talked about the case. The gentleman from Law Crimes did a general breakdown. So yeah, that is the show, everyone. Thanks for being here. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Check on your nieces, check on your aunts, check on your guy friends, check on them and make sure they're in happy, healthy relationships. If they are having concerns, give them different resources. Nobody should have to be in an unhealthy relationship, situationship, or an unhealthy dating situation. So make sure your friends know, watch your drinks, put a napkin over your drink. If your drink is not watched over, you have to pour it out and get another drink. Oh wow, I didn't hear that. What, you didn't hear what? Thanks again for the good job. Thank you, Parrish. You're always so kind, so grateful. I appreciate you. Yeah, I cover a wide range of things, but like I said, I know how to shut down. I know how to chill. I know how to retrieve information and just cut the computer off. But I post shorts. If you want to be updated with stuff, the shorts are there. I do long form in the morning. Yeah, he has bone cancer. I do long form in the morning, and then I sometimes go live at night. It just depends. But thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you. There's 200 people in the live. If I can please get 200 people to subscribe. We're trying to hit 31K. If you've already subscribed, thank you. We're trying to hit 31K. Let's continue to get the likes up. Double tap the screen to get the like up. Double tap the screen. It's free, free, free. Hit the like above the video, below the video. Yes, yes, yes. Double tap the screen to get the likes up. We're at 66. Let's get the likes to 100. I appreciate everyone for being here. I sure do. I hope you have a great day. Like I said, there's some business I have to take care of. I got to call on some business things I have to take care of. But I thank everyone for being here. We're at 67 likes. Let's get the likes up. And like I said, it pushes me out into the algorithm. Yes, the TTT. To hit the like button is free, free, free. Yes, we got to start getting these likes up. I'm literally have to probably change stuff. If it's pushing me out in the algorithm better and we're getting likes under 100 and we've probably had almost 3,000, 4,000, probably even more. I can't tell. But yeah, we get way more people. Got to hit the like button. But I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Be blessed. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye, Paris. Thank you for always being so kind. I appreciate you more than you know. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.